All right, we're here with Damien Vazquez. Man, you still got some time before your next fight, close to 6 weeks or so. But I know you've been training. Just what's your experience so far in this COVID-style training with masks on and social distancing?
To me, it really is no big difference, besides wearing the mask and keeping your distance, which, I know we normally do because, like I go into the gym, get my workout, and I get out, I go home. So to me, it's the same thing. The only difference is just wearing the mask.
And obviously, some fighters, I don't know about your experience, have had trouble with sparring because some guys at first didn't want to even get in the gym. They were kind of working out on their own. Have you had any trouble getting the work? I know you're still real early in camp, but...
I mean, yeah, it's been a little bit of difficulty because, I've been worried about, who to spar with and stuff like that because as everybody knows, a fighter gets COVID, the whole fight's off. So, I've been worried about who I've been wanting to spar with and stuff like that, too.
Yeah, I mean, and the farther along you are, you do a month, 2 months of training, it's basically for nothing.
Exactly, yeah. So, it's actually, it's being careful where you go out in public, who you're around, and so forth.
And, you're part of a big pay-per-view, historic pay-per-view, and then it's basically 2 main events. How does it feel just to be part of that whole thing on Showtime?
Oh, I mean, it's a great opportunity, for me to showcase my talent, to be honest. But, to me, I'm looking at it mentally like there's just another fight of the meaning I have. Yeah, it's the biggest fight of my career, but I'm not going to look at it like that and, get myself overwhelmed and so forth.
And as far as Brandon Figueroa, he's a good fighter, a young guy like yourself. His last fight wasn't his best performance, obviously. I think he had a draw in his last fight. What do you think of him from what you've seen?
Oh, he's a great fighter. I'm not going to take nothing away from him. I look at him like he's one of the greats. To be honest, he's a world champion. He's a world champion for a reason, So I'm going to go in there with everything I got and, take the fucking world title from him.
And he likes to throw a lot of punches. Let's say defense is not quite his strong suit. He's more of a, come at you, aggressive type of fighter. What is the key for you to beat a fighter like that?
To me, fuck it. I'm going to go in there toe-to-toe and fuck him up in the inside, to be honest.
So you want that type of fight then? You want to just go out and
fight just for him. I want to show him what a real Mexican fighter's like.
Wow, okay. And being that, you're on 2 Charlo undercard, do you think that your fight might steal the show then?
Yeah, honestly, I want to make sure we steal the show.
And you're fighting, like you said, for a world title. He is the WBA champion. That's something most of you guys dreamed of since you were a kid. Have you thought about it yet? What it would feel like to get your hand raised after the fight as a champion?
I might thought about it, but I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to think about it like it's the world biggest fight, for me. But I don't want to get myself overwhelmed or and so forth. So to me, it's just another fight of me I'm gonna have.
And what have you been up to just since the COVID thing started at first? Like a lot of people, we were basically quarantined in our house for a while, lockdown or whatever you want to call it. What were you doing?
I was just doing as much work as I can at the house, going out, running, keeping my distance from everybody, and other than that, just being quarantined as well.
And another thing about in this situation, it's not as easy to lose weight, and Figueroa is a big guy for the weight. Do you think that could be a factor in the fight as well too, that he may struggle a little bit?
Yeah, of course, the bigger the guy, the harder it is going to be to lose weight. But, if he's used to doing it, then I ain't going to make sure, hey, I got this advantage over the guy. If he's used to doing it, fucking good for him, fuck it.
And you mentioned, a Mexican war basically, but you have boxing ability as well too. You can box and move. Will that play a factor in the fight?
No, I want to make sure that shit goes out the window. I want to make it a Mexican tough fight and show what a real Mexican fighter is like.
Well, and what your opinion, what's a real Mexican fighter?
Fuck it, let's make it a fun blue fight.
And just whoever is the last man standing?
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow, man, looks like it's going to be exciting to see. And I'll just ask you real quick about the main events. What do you think about Devinchenko and Charlo?
Charlo and who?
Devinchenko, the Russian guy that almost beat Triple G. I don't know if you saw that fight.
No, I didn't.
How about ask you about the other Charlo then? Jermel Charlo fighting Rosario, the Dominican, who knocked out Julian Williams.
To me, both Charlo twins, I'm just going to put it this way. Both Charlo twins are tough. I know they got tough guys, but I think the Charlo twins will pull out.
All right, man. And let's just wrap it up with this. What do you want to tell your fans who'll be tuning in September 26th on Showtime pay-per-view?
Tune in. It's going to be one hell of a fucking fight. I want to make sure we steal the fucking fight. The show of the fight,
Prediction?
I predict a knockout, to be honest. It's a fun blue fight. I want to make sure I come in there, fucking hit him with everything I got, including the kitchen sink. So, you know what? I want to make sure I knock him out.
I've never heard you talk like this aggressive. Is there something about Figueroa, or is it just a different mindset for you?
It's just a different mindset for me. I got nothing against the fucking dude, but it's just a whole different mindset for me.
You're coming for war and blood.
Yep, exactly.
All right, man. We can't wait to see it. Thank you.
Yep, thank you.